Alright guys, let's talk about Solana for the first time on the channel. Maybe the second time, I'm not sure, but I think I have never done a Solana video. But personally, I do not have any Solana, but I wish I did, guys. I have to say Solana is good, so I'm not going to try to dog this in any way. I just think Solana is an excellent project, but let's see what the technicals hold here. Now, you can see that basically you have an M pattern that formed on Solana. Now, we did break the neckline here, and that is not good, guys, because the technical target for this is all the way down here, as you see, at about $107. So, personally, do you really believe Solana is going to $107, or do I personally believe? Probably not, guys. There's quite a bit of support here. Basically, where it got a bounce here earlier today at about $161, all the way down to about $128, let's say. So I just don't think it's going to, bust through this area unless we're in a bear market, guys. I mean, I personally don't think we're in a bear market yet. I think we still have some time. So, yeah, I just don't see Solana breaking through $161. Now, maybe you get a little bit of a wick here, kind of a retest of this area, but I think this area is going to be very strong. Keep in mind, this is the weekly time frame, guys. This is not the daily time frame, so you're not looking at, just a very weak structure here. This is weeks and weeks and weeks of structure. So, yeah, I think this is probably a good point to buy if you're going to buy at all. I actually considered it because, I did sell all my BGB, and I have actually bought it back within the past couple of hours, only to see it sink down a little bit more to where I said it was going to sink. Now, I did consider this because, look at Solana. It fell all the way from $273 or so all the way down to 161. That's just crazy, guys. And it was really fast. It's the weekly time frame, but in 5 weeks, you just have 5 straight candles straight down. Now, look at this massive candle, 1 week candle you had. So, yeah, it's kind of sad to see this. But I do think Solana will survive, guys. I have faith in Solana. Like I said, I don't have any Solana, but hey, if you're in this, great. I think you're probably going to make at least, a couple hundred, few $100 more on Solana. A lot of people think this is going, over $1,000 or $2,000. But personally, in my opinion, guys, this is probably a $400 or $500 coin this cycle. Maybe $600 or $700 if we have a really good cycle, guys. But yeah. Anyways, let's take a look at the RSI. I just want to see how much, more strength is left in these moves. So on a weekly time frame, guys, very oversold. So that is actually good on the Stoke, guys. It is pointed down in the RSI, but it's kind of in the middle. So it has room to go either way, really. Now, I want to take a look on the monthly time frame, a little bit longer time frame, pointed down. So on both time frames. So that actually isn't good. And on a monthly time frame, you can see that basically you've got a bearish engulfing candle from the previous 2 months. So that's not good, guys. So that's one negative. Now, it's only the 18th of February. There's still some time to go. There's still 10 days, guys. This could easily, come back up, and it wouldn't be bearish engulfing, of course. So we just have to wait and see. Now, let me go back to the daily time frame. Now, it's almost oversold here on the Stoke, so not too bad. It is pointed down, but almost oversold here again on the RSI. So that is, not too bad, but it is pointed down. So there's still, probably a little bit more movement down on a daily time frame here. 4-hour time frame. Now, this is actually not too bad. Pretty much just coming out of the oversold territory on the Stoke, and pointed, to the upside. And on the RSI, guys, it's still in oversold territory, but pointed to the upside. So that actually isn't too bad. On a 1 hour time frame, now on the RSI, it's pretty low, pointed to the upside. And, on the Stoke RSI, it's getting to the overbought territory. So kind of a mixed bag here on the 1 hour time frame. Now I want to jump to a very low time frame on the 15-minute. Now it's coming back to the neutral territory, but it looks like it's about to turn up here on the Stoke RSI and become overbought once again. Now on the RSI, it is pointed pretty heavily to the upside, but still in the middle, so it still has room to grow. So what do I take from all of this, guys? If I put all this together, the 15-minute, it's kind of a mixed bag. 1 hour, it's pointed to the upside, not too bad, but almost overbought here. Now, the best time frame is the 4 hour time frame. So let's go to the 1 day real quick again to refresh my memory. Pointed down, but hey, it's almost oversold. So 4 hour and 1 day is not too bad. On a weekly time frame, also not too bad here on the Stoke, because I do believe it's almost at a point where it's got to turn back up, and it looks like it may. And probably the RSI will turn back up, but is pointed down. So, basically on a 4 hour, 1 day, and 1 week time frame, I would say it looks better than if I consider the 15, the 1 hour, and the 1 month time frame. The 1 month time frame is not so good, actually, unfortunately. So anyways, I still believe there's going to be a little bit more maybe downside to Solana here, but not too much, guys, if anything. I mean, maybe it goes sideways, actually. But yeah, I think this 161, 160 region is going to be very strong support. You can see there's a lot of monthly candles right here. So I think it's probably going to, it could wick down, like I said, but it's probably going to hold this area. Now, let's look at Solana's tokenomics here. Now, basically, there is no max supply. As you can see here, it's kind of infinite. So that is one weird thing about Solana, that, you would just expect that it wouldn't have such a high price if it had an infinite number of tokens. Now, circulating is not that much, guys. Now, keep in mind, there's only 488 million circulating. So, if you think about it, it's like, for example, BNB. BNB has like 100, let's just say 150 million. Now, okay, this is like three, and something more, 3 times more. But, okay, if you look at the price, 166, where BNB is over 600, yeah, okay, you can say that this is a fair price for Solana. But in my personal opinion, that's one thing I just don't like about Solana. It's just got an infinite supply, so they can dilute it forever. But hey, I still don't think it's a bad project just because of this. Now, all-time high, guys, you're getting a 44% discount at the moment, almost $300 here. So yeah, like I said, guys, I think this will at least probably go to 4 or 5, could even get to 600 or 700 if it's a very good bull run. But yeah, I think this is 400 or 500 in the cards. But yeah, anyways, let's take a quick look at Bitcoin. Basically, Bitcoin going sideways, guys. Not much happening. A little bit down today. We did have a wick and a retest here at about 93,600. And right now, let's see if we can close this candle above this support here at 95,170. And, it's supported us for so long. We have to see. Basically, there's an hour and about 45 minutes left on this candle, and it's right on the border of closing below it. So that's not what we want to see. Now, taking a quick look at the total market cap, guys, we are falling below 3.1 trillion. That is not good to see. But we have been down here before, but I don't want to close a candle below this line if we can. Now, total market cap excluding Bitcoin is just barely maintaining this 1.19 trillion. So you can see that basically 1.25 has kind of rejected us here. And yeah, I just hope we can hold on to 1.19 trillion. Now, dominance, guys, today has just been a raging bull. I don't know why, but anyways, it is breaking above this, bottom part of the flag again at 61.35. So, still not all hope is lost. But basically, you know, as long as it doesn't break the top here at about, what, 61, let's just say 0.93, everything is okay. This will just be another lower high. And, you know, we'll see where this closes. Still, you know, almost 3 hours to close this candle here. Now, liquidation heat map. Let's go to the 24-hour. Longs pretty much have been liquidated. And it's getting up there, guys. It's 350 million basically, you know, and only 65 million shorts. So, yeah, be careful, guys. Now, Bitcoin quarterly returns and Ethereum quarterly returns. Bitcoin is now sunken down to actually, you know, red. So yeah, it's minus actually for the quarter. Just the other day it was, I think, plus 4 or 5%, so we're still good, but now we've sunken down. Ethereum, terrible, guys, minus 21%. That is awful. Now February is getting worse, 8.5% basically down. You know, I mean, we still have time, guys. We still have 10 days. And February is the best month. So let's see what happens. I do have faith that things will get better. You know, I think we're pretty much at an oversold part for almost every crypto out there. There's almost no sellers, I believe. I think there's just going to be buyers from, you know, maybe the next week or so. Now, fear and greed, guys, 47 today. Yesterday was 51, so people are getting a little bit more fearful. That's okay in my opinion. The more fearful, the better. The better the buying opportunities, really. Now, altcoin season index. Let me refresh this and just see if this, you know, okay. So it's still a 43. But yeah, it's not altcoin season. And, you know, it's closer to Bitcoin season, unfortunately. So for us that hold altcoins only, not so good. I would like to see us maintain at least these two peaks, but we're not right now. And anyways, let's just move on. Bull market peak indicators, guys, 0 from 30 are still hit. So again, it's a hold 100%. You know, so the best one I would say is the Pi cycle top indicator. And if we go to that and I zoom in, guys, there's pretty much, you know, a lot of time left before we even cross. So if I zoom in, you can see we were even closer back in, June, I think. So yeah, no rush to sell. Now, economic calendar, let's see what comes tomorrow. Now, we do have, in America, basically nothing, I think, tomorrow. Only the FOMC meeting minutes. So this could be a little bit important, guys. That'll come out at about 2 o'clock Eastern time in America. So let's see what they say. But I still think that they're not going to really cut the rates. It's 97.5% chance that they're not going to cut. You know, with this month's PPI and CPI not being that great, yeah, probably we're in for another pause. But I still think we're going to get 4 cuts this year. So we'll see, guys, if I'm right. May not come in March, but yeah, I still think we're going to get 4. Now, let's take a look at the crypto bubbles. Crypto bubbles is getting kind of ugly. There's only a couple of cryptos here, basically, or a few that are in the green. Litecoin, amazingly, is in the green. Tau, you have Maker. So some of these older projects, really. And what is this? This is Tether Gold. Okay, so that is green. But pretty much across the board, looking ugly, guys, unfortunately. No good news there. Now, if you want to stake your coins, guys, go to Coinondo, go to Earn. You know, for example, you can click on Bitcoin here, and you'll see all the places that you can stake. And be aware of the limits and the days that you have to stake. And yeah, guys, do your homework. Anyways, if you like this video, guys, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.